Is Belichick upset with Gronkowski for working out at the TB12 Sports Therapy Center? Yeah, I guess that's a place, a real place. Stay tuned for more info.
Welcome to The Sports Perspective, an American football fancast about the New England Patriots and also news from around the league. Here is your host, Roy.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 25. Yes, episode 25. And we have a lot of stuff coming up soon. NFL draft is coming soon. Patriots signing more free agents recently. Gronkowski and drama seem to go hand in hand. What is going on with all that crap? But I want to start off with Brandin Cooks. Last week, I did the podcast, and right after I posted it, what do I hear? Brandin Cooks was traded. Shocking. I was totally shocked by this. Now, as I went into looking up in some information and seeing why it was possibly the reason that it happened, I totally get it. You know, let's delve into this a little bit. Why was Cooks traded? Well, reports are that the Patriots didn't want to give him a huge contract. He's a receiver. Receivers are getting big money. They didn't want to pay big money. That's not the Patriot way. So they weren't going to give him a big contract. They tried to work something out, but they couldn't get it to work out. They couldn't re-sign him, but they tried. And he just wanted big money. You can't blame him. He's a young guy. He's coming up for free agency. He wanted a big contract. And then when you look at what the Patriots got in the trade, yeah, that was a good deal for the Patriots. They got the 23rd pick in the first round. Think about that for a minute. Now they have the 23rd and the 31st picks in the first round. And then you look at the second round, they have the 43rd and the 63rd picks. That's 4 picks in 2 rounds. That's freaking awesome. They can do a lot with those 2 picks. They can trade up, they can trade down and get even more picks, or they can stay pat and get 4 really good players. You know, they can trade up and get a quarterback. We need a quarterback. Cousin Tommy is going to be playing forever. So they can trade up. Is that likely to happen? Come on. Do we really think that's going to happen? No. They're not going to trade up for a quarterback. I think if that happened, yeah, I'd be shocked. I would definitely be shocked by that. I think that what they're going to do, if they don't trade down, which I don't think they will, I think they're going to keep the picks, at least the first pick in the first round. I think they're going to draft probably a tackle, unless someone falls that they think should have been drafted earlier. I think that a tackle's coming this way, and I think if they get a tackle with that first pick, I can see them trading that second pick in the first round for maybe 1 or 2 more picks in the second and third rounds. And, yeah, I think the Patriots are looking good. They're looking like they're going to get some good young talent. So pay attention to the draft. If you're a draft junkie like I am, this is going to be fun. This is going to be really, really fun. Now, speaking of receivers, the Patriots, they signed Jordan Matthews. Pretty good deal there. It's only a 1-year deal, which was nice. And he was the Philadelphia Eagles' second-round draft pick from Vanderbilt in 2014. He was then traded to Buffalo. He had a crappy year last year. He caught a massive 25 lousy passes for 282 yards. 1 touchdown. Yeah, bad year. But come on. This is a Belichick kind of player. You know, you sign him for low money, 1-year deal. See what happens. He might not even make the team. You know, if you look at his average stats, he averages about 75 receptions a year, almost 900 yards, and about 6 TDs. He's a very big receiver. That's nice. He's 6'3", 212 pounds. So, you know, yeah, could it work out here? Possibly. Is it likely? I don't know. You never know what could happen. 2 of our guys could get hurt. 1 of our guys could get hurt. And he could make the roster. You could make the roster and have a great year. Remember when Amendola signed here? Yeah. Wes Welker. When Wes Welker came here, people thought, he ain't going to last in New England. He's a backup. Look what happened there. Belichick has a way of taking loads of crap and turning it into diamonds. I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes one of the big players this year. Of course, then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they dumped his ass. You never know. Anything could happen. Now, the big deal here. It's not really a deal. Belichick and Gronkowski. Oh boy. Some stuff came out over the weekend about this. Can you say drama? Kim Gerrigan of the Boston Herald was reporting over the weekend that supposedly Bill Belichick yelled at Gronkowski in front of teammates for working with Alex Guerrero. I don't know if you guys remember, he's the dude that trains Brady in the, that TB12 method at that center that supposedly exists, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Belichick was mad because Gronkowski was subscribing to the so-called TB12 method, and Belichick reportedly said in front of teammates that the TB12, the sports therapy center he was working out at, was causing a slow start in training camp, and it was causing him issues, and that's why he was working out slow and moving slow, I guess, at camp. Whether you believe the method works or not, I don't know. It's not for me to say, but Gronkowski did only miss one game last year, where it seems like every year he misses 4, 5, 6 games. He only missed one. But if this is the reason that he's considering not coming back, dude, grow a set of balls, pull up your big boy pants, wipe the tears out of your eyes, and get your ass on the field and play football. That's just asinine. Totally ridiculous. We all played football as kids, whether you played pee-wee, junior high, high school, college, whatever. I don't know any player who wasn't reamed out by his coach in front of the players at one point. Does it feel good? No, not at all. Do you want it to happen? No, not at all. It happens all the time in football. Players get reamed out by the coach. Jesus. It's unbelievable. I never thought grown men could have so much drama. How does this happen? Why does this happen? Why do we have to hear about it? I don't even care about this stuff. This is ridiculous. I just want him to go on the field, do his job, win games, and bring championships back to Boston. That's all I want from my teams. I don't need to know every little thing they're doing. I don't need to know who they're sleeping with, all the drama they're causing, blah, 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 blah. Just play football. Anyhow, now that I get that off my shoulders, let's go with some good news. The Patriots just signed tight end Torrey Nicholas. You're like, who the hell is this guy? Well, he's kind of one of those under-the-radar kind of players. He's a big guy, 6'6", 270, out of Notre Dame. He was drafted in 2014 by Arizona. If he makes the team, he's definitely a backup. He's not the Gronkowski replacement. He's not going to be the next big stud. Picture Dwayne Allen. Only his name is Torrey Nicholas. That's basically what he is. That's probably what he'll be. But, you need those kind of players. I think Dwayne Allen had a good year for us. I really do. With the Patriots, it's not always about stats. It's about making that block. It's about getting in somebody's way so they can't tackle somebody. There are small things you can do to really affect the game without having 25 tackles in a game or 2 sacks or 8 receptions. There are other ways you can really impact the game. So I think this could be a really good signing for the Patriots. And as far as the Patriots go for the draft, the MSN.com has their own version of the draft. And ironically, they have the Patriots taking Marcus Davenport, defensive end, at number 23. He's a Texas San Antonio product. You're like, what? Where the hell's that? It is a college. Believe it or not, it is a college. He's a pass rusher, so they definitely need a pass rusher. but I guess they kind of forgot that the Patriots have a 40-year-old quarterback to protect. I don't know. You can get all the pass rushes you want if your star player, who's the quarterback, breaks his neck because no one can block for him. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. But then they have the Patriots taking Colton Miller, offensive tackle from UCLA. And most of the experts saying he could be the starter for a long time at tackle. Some even say he could start right out of college. So we'll see what happens. But as far as the Davenport kid, that was the first time I've heard him being seriously talked about going to the Patriots. Colton Miller, I hear him being talked about every day. You go online, you hear it every day, the Patriots possibly taking him. You know, Colton Miller is not a flashy pick. He's not going to be the guy that's, ooh, that's awesome. He's going to blah, 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 blah. No, he's a guy that's going to be like, yes, he's going to protect Brady. That's what we need. And all the hardcore football fans, I think if we do get Miller or another offensive tackle that can come in and play soon, I think they'll appreciate it. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's on the NFL World on YouTube. They released a video and for a show called Path to the Draft. And they predict all the teams' picks for the first 2 rounds. And I was checking out the video on YouTube. They have their own picks for the Patriots. And I didn't hear about any of these except the last one, which I'm sure you'll recognize when I say it. Now, check this out. They have the Patriots taking Isaiah Wynn, who's an offensive tackle out of Georgia. He can play offensive tackle. He can play offensive guard. He was a first-team All-SEC. He's got to be a pretty good player, I would assume. You don't play in the SEC and be a first-team member without being good. So that's interesting. And then at 31, they have the Patriots taking Dallas Goedert, a tight end out of all things, out of South Dakota State. I don't see that happening. Why would they take a tight end at 31? But I'll tell you, the kid has some pretty impressive numbers. He had 72 receptions for 1,100 yards with 7 touchdowns. Not too shabby. And then the second round, they have the Patriots taking Kimoto Turay, defensive end out of Rutgers. Uh-oh. Rutgers alert. Belichick loves Rutgers players. I think we have 4 guys on our team this past season that are from Rutgers. So that's pretty awesome. Another Rutgers guy. Let's build a Rutgers team. Why not? He had 65 tackles, and he rushes the edge very well. So, kind of interesting. Just a name to keep an eye on for the draft. And then number 63, the kid, the more I read about, I'm falling more in love with, Kyle Laletta. He's out of Richmond. He's 6'3" at 215. They say he's a smart kid, eager to learn, and the rumors are the Patriots really like him. Despite what you're hearing about the Patriots liking some of the other quarterbacks at the top of the draft, no. I do not see them going after one of them. I could be wrong. I'm wrong quite a bit. But I'm not wrong here. Trust me. Kyle Laletta. Remember that name. I'm telling you. Now, as far as the Patriots, they do have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. The 23rd and 31st pick in the first round. And let's face it, conventional wisdom, they got to take a tackle with one of those 2 picks. Unless all the tackles are gone and there's nothing reasonable to take up there, they got to take a tackle. And I'm thinking they might even want to take a cornerback. And if they don't take a cornerback, I think it's going to be a linebacker. Those 3 positions, to me, are the biggest needs for the Patriots. And they have 2 second rounders, so, man, I am so looking forward to this draft. I cannot wait. This is going to be a fun draft, guys. This is going to be a really, really fun draft. Well, guys, this is a short one today. I hope everyone enjoys the podcast. And if you enjoyed the show today, if you're listening on Spreaker, like and subscribe to the show. It'll keep you updated when I release new podcasts. If you're on Apple Podcasts, subscribe, rate, and review the show. It helps get the show noticed. And if you got questions, comments, or just want to give your perspective and let me know what you think the Patriots should do for the draft, you can get a hold of me on Facebook, The Sports Perspective, email sportsperspective17@gmail.com, Twitter, Roy Brady Jr. So guys, until next week, enjoy your evening.